I'm Margaret, life coach. And this is the channel where we take a goal or a dream and look at different aspects of moving it from an invisible thought to a visible reality. And today we're going to be talking about, do you know how to access the steps to your goal? Sometimes it's confusing when we start out, and we think we can think them through with the rational mind. But there's a much faster and more accurate way to make these decisions. You have another capacity which you're not trained to use. This is the intuitive mind, the part of you that has the answers to any question that you might ask. It will answer the question by giving you the next step, one step at a time, but never the whole path at once. Our society has tended to discount the intuitive mind, dismissing it as women's intuition and not trusting it to be reliable. Yet Einstein, who relied on the intuition to make his breakthroughs in physics, describes the relationship between the rational and intuitive minds in the following words. Quote, "The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, the rational mind a faithful servant. We've created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift." The intuitive mind works on the quantum level of the universe. At that level, there are no boundaries in space or time to what it can know. The rational mind, on the other hand, works at the level of cause and effect in the world that we see. It works at the level of the conscious mind and the senses, and it looks to our circumstances to make decisions. The intuitive mind, on the other hand, works through the subconscious and superconscious levels of mind. And in the superconscious level, it connects to the universal mind, the realm of possibility. It doesn't look to our circumstances to make decisions, but knows by becoming one with the object of your inquiry. It has access to all knowledge, not just the knowledge that man has accumulated. But you know, it's a very, very quiet voice. And our culture has taught us not to trust it because we just don't understand how it works. Because it's so quiet, we tend to talk ourselves out of the answers. In a personal example, I had this quiet little thought one day. How long have you had that refrigerator? Then a couple of days later, another quiet little thought. That ice seemed a little wetter than usual. Did I pay attention? No, because my rational mind said I'd never had a problem with the refrigerator. Yet, 2 days after that quiet second question, the whole refrigerator failed. Now, had I paid attention, I could have been set up so that when it failed, I had ice and containers to hold the food all ready to go. I could have looked around and discovered what refrigerators were available and prepared accordingly. As it was, because I didn't listen, there was confusion. I had dismissed that voice as just being a random thought. And I can imagine that all of you have done the same thing and not paid attention from time to time. If you're not sure what next step to take toward your goal, just sit quietly and take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, like blowing through a straw. Then allow your attention to drift inward and ask, what next step can I take today towards name the goal? And listen. Don't try to control the answer. Pay attention to the first thought you have before the rational mind can talk you out of it. The challenge is taking that first thought and running with it. Our tendency is to wait for other thoughts. But then the rational mind takes over and interferes with the intuitive mind because it's been trained to look to the world of limitations and to what society thinks is possible. Your first thought will be the answer that you're looking for. And that's the first half of the equation. Then, take the action recommended. You can proceed this way, accessing the next step, and then taking the action in this manner all the way to your goal. When the intuitive mind leads the way, then the rational mind is wonderful for implementing the steps towards your goal. In summary, today we discussed the relationship between the intuitive and rational mind when accessing the steps towards a goal. The intuitive mind can access the next step, and then the rational mind can implement it. Please send me your comments, your thoughts, and topics you might like to hear about. I'm always interested in what you're thinking, and I would love for you to do that. And I'll see you on the second week of the month.